We've all been there. You just put in a long day at work and now you come home and you have to cook dinner. It's the worst, but if you're like me, you're not great at planning your meals ahead. So this is you most nights of the week. Don't worry, here's a quick video to show you guys some easy meals and tips and tricks and hacks to make cooking dinner after work easier. So this clip is just to show you guys that I get a ton of my stuff at Aldi. One, it's super cheap. It's a broke girl's best friend. Two, a couple of these meals don't have vegetables, and sometimes I get lazy and I drink these super green drinks, Vitalife drinks, to kind of compensate for that. So just so you know. Okay, so when I first walk in the door after I wash my hands, the first thing I do is I start the things that are going to take the longest. So I usually eat fish. I don't eat a lot of meat. So I start by thawing out my shrimp, thawing out my fish, my salmon, whatever, because it doesn't take that long to thaw. If you're going to eat chicken or steak and things like that, you're obviously going to need to thaw a little bit faster than right before. And then I start boiling my water for pasta because that's what I'm making tonight. This is just going to be a quick, creamy tomato shrimp pasta dish. And so I'm just showing you that I am cutting my tomatoes in half. So when they get in the pot, they get all those steamy juices out. And then once my water starts boiling, I just throw the pasta on in there. And that way you're kind of multitasking. Like while the water was boiling, while the fish was thawing, you were cutting your tomatoes. And so you're not really wasting time. So I put my pasta in the boiling water. I just threw my shrimp in my cast iron skillet and I seasoned it with a little salt, a little garlic powder, and a little bit of paprika. Don't be scared to kind of just a little bit over season here because most of the flavor from your dish is going to come from the seasoning on the shrimp. So I just kind of gave you a better view to show you what's going on. Sorry, I know it's a little hard to see from this angle, but I'll keep showing you guys what the pot looks like so you can see. Just threw my tomatoes in there. Gonna give it a nice little mix. And there's another view of kind of what it's looking like. I put my tomatoes in once the shrimp are about 75% done. And once the tomatoes are kind of a little softer and cooking in better, I add half and half because this is going to be a creamy dish. So that's kind of the base to the cheese sauce. So give it a little mix. Once you pour the half and half in there, the temperature is going to go down a lot. So let it come back up. Let it start bubbling just a little bit, like more of a simmer, not a boil. And once it's there, you're going to throw in some Parmesan cheese. This is a really quick dish, you guys. So when you're really hungry, it's super filling and it comes together really, really fast. And as you can see, it's super simple. So I'm stirring here and my sauce in that clip before was still really watery. If it's super watery for you, you can add a little flour if you don't want to keep adding cheese just a tiny bit. It doesn't really change the taste and it thickens up. But mine got to the right consistency that I like it. You can make your sauce as watery or as thick as you like. And then you're just going to throw in your pasta like so. Excuse the shaky video. I was doing this with one hand with my camera and one hand stirring in the pasta. But yeah, so the consistency, like I said, can be however you like it. If you need it a little thicker, add some flour or just keep adding more cheese. If you want it a little thinner, add more half and half. So yeah, super simple. I, at the end, made some really easy green beans. I didn't show how to do it, but it's just, you know, a very, very simple green bean recipe. And this is a great dish to take to work. You can eat on it for a couple days and it's just flavorful and delicious. So about halfway through my week, I get tired of cooking and I eat out. And if you're like me, when you eat out, you generally choose Chipotle. So that's what I'm doing. But I have a couple hacks to make your Chipotle last a little bit longer. So I took you guys to Chipotle with me. And Chipotle is something you can kind of feel good about because even though it's not always the healthiest, depending on what you get, my Chipotle order isn't super healthy, but they use responsibly grown and raised ingredients. So at least you're not putting like, you know, fake food in your body. It's like real quality ingredients. So I decided to get bold and take you guys into Chipotle with me. I felt like I was being so sneaky, but people could probably tell I was filming and I think they just didn't care. So
can I have a bowl to go?
Taking you through the Chipotle line with me, I get a bowl to go always. I get white rice because I love rice. And I get extra rice. And you'll probably be able to hear me asking the guy for even more extra rice because sometimes they try and jip you with the rice. So I get chicken, a little bit of spicy, pico and mild, corn, sour cream, cheese, and that's it. But what I do with my Chipotle, because obviously it's already so filling, so this can last you more than one meal, but what I like to do is eat it like tacos. And I don't get the tortillas at Chipotle. I get Mission corn tacos, and I love to fry them. Y'all, fried corn tortillas is so good. I know corn tortillas are kind of like controversial. A lot of people don't like them, but try them fried. What I do is just put a little bit of oil in the bottom of a skillet, and I just put the corn tortilla face down, give it 10-15 seconds, and then I fold it over just like I did there. This is easier with tongs. I don't know, I guess I just do it the hard way because I don't have tongs. But so yeah, so you do it like that. I do 3 corn tortillas, and I just pat the oil off a little bit like I'm showing you in the bottom right hand corner, like that, and just repeat. Super easy. I season them with salt right after they come out. I do a little dance with them. I demonstrate my bowl, and then I just kind of show you guys how I spoon some of the ingredients into the taco. And you guys, like, it helps stretch your Chipotle so much longer, 1, and 2, this is just so good. So try this. And here's one more picture just to show you that Chipotle taco goodness. Yum. Okay, so I'm back cooking again. This is towards the end of the week. And just so you guys know, all of these videos were really filmed after I got off work. So if they're a little messy and I seem a little tired, it's because I was really trying to eat after work. So this day I made salmon and rice. And if you guys don't have a rice cooker and you eat a lot of rice, I highly suggest it. Here I'm just showing you that I'm doing the things that take the longest first. So that was starting my rice, defrosting my salmon, and preheating my oven. Okay, so it was a brown sugar glazed salmon. You guys, this tasted so good. Like I just said, I really did get off work, and I know I was getting a little messy with making this glaze, but I was exhausted. I'm sure you guys know the feeling. So I did, I think, 5 tablespoons of brown sugar, 5 tablespoons of salmon. In hindsight, I would have gone 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. It was really sweet, but it still tasted good. I did a lot of garlic powder. I know that looks like a ton, but I made it for multiple pieces of fish. This wasn't just one serving, as you will see. And I got a little messy with the glaze. So once your salmon is defrosted, and again, fish doesn't take very long to defrost. Once I get home, get out of my work clothes and do all the steps to getting, to start cooking. Once you're done with all that, fish usually will thaw out 15-20 minutes, no problem. So here I'm just showing you guys that my salmon is thawed out, and I'm taking foil and I'm just wrapping each piece of salmon in foil like so after I let it swim in the glaze. And if you are good at planning ahead, this would be something great to let your salmon marinate all day. So I did 4 pieces of salmon, and just a fun fact, I'm showing you my extreme greens again because I didn't make a vegetable for this meal, but most of the stuff that I made, again, is from Aldi. So if you guys have an Aldi close to you, check it out. Because I got the salmon, the brown sugar, the extreme greens drink, the rice. I think even the soy sauce was all from Aldi. So here I'm showing you that I put my salmon in the oven for 8 minutes at 350. After 8 minutes, I took it out, opened the foil, and I broiled it for 4 minutes. My rice was done. I didn't even have to worry about it because I just threw it in the rice cooker. I seasoned it just a little bit with butter and salt. The glaze from the salmon kind of was the most seasoning thing. So I didn't worry about putting anything other than that on my rice. Here is a fun little clip of my salmon was done. I was ready to eat, took it out of the oven, opened the oven, and my fire alarm went off. So please excuse my really hideous outfit. Again, I really had just gotten off of work, and this is what was clean. So don't judge me. This is what I look like when I get home. It's not super cute, but whatever. And this is the finished product. I didn't plate it super beautifully, you guys, but it tasted so good. It was such an easy recipe. All 3 of the recipes will be in the down bar down below, and I'll show you guys all the ingredients, all the recipes. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope it gave you some quick post-work dinner ideas. Everything in here tasted really good, and all the ingredients were super cheap, and I hope you enjoyed it. So I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.